What's up, you freaking geniuses? So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to compare the sides and the angles of two triangles using the Hinge theorem, right? So here, the problem just says, write an inequality relating the given side lengths. If there's not enough information to reach a conclusion, write no conclusion, all right? So the first problem right here, we want to compare the side lengths AB and AD. So that would be AB and AD. So we want to compare those two lengths. Now, in order to do that, we can use the Hinge theorem. So to use the Hinge theorem, you just need two congruent sides and the angle between those two congruent sides. All right, so you can see we have these two triangles, right? ABC and ADC, and we have two congruent sides, right? So first of all, it tells us that this side is congruent to this side, but they also share this side in common, so it's basically congruent to itself. So we can say that this side is congruent to itself, right? So these two triangles, ABC and ADC, have two congruent sides in common, right? Now what we have to look at is the angle between those two congruent sides. So for this triangle, right, ABC, the angle between the two congruent sides here is 38 degrees, right? Basically this angle right here. And the other angle that we're going to compare it to is ACD, right? So basically this triangle right here. Okay, now according to the Hinge theorem, when you have two triangles that have two congruent sides and the angle between the congruent sides, you can just compare the two angles, right? So the bigger number is going to be the bigger side. So here we can see that 41 is bigger than 38. So that means this side right here, AD, is bigger than this side over here, AB, all right? So we can just say that AD is bigger or greater than AB, okay? The next one says we're going to compare PR and RT. Okay, so we're going to compare PR and RT. So again, as you can see, we have two congruent sides, right? This side is congruent to this side is congruent to this side, and we also have the angle between the two congruent sides, right? So we have this angle right here, which is 62, and this angle right here, which is 67. So again, we can just compare the numbers. So the bigger number is 67, right? So that means RT, right? RT is bigger than, or it's greater than this side right here, which is PR. Okay. Number 8, LM and KL. All right. So LM is this side over here, and KL is this side over here. Okay, now again, we have two congruent sides, right? So this side is congruent to this side, and we also have this side in common for both of them. So again, we can say that this side is congruent to itself, right? Now we have this angle right here, 82 degrees, but we don't have this angle over here. But if you notice something, these are supplementary angles, right? We have basically just a straight line right there being intersected by this line right here. So that means these two angles should add up to 180 degrees. So if this is 82, that must mean this is 98 degrees right there. Okay, great. So we have all our congruent sides, and we have the angles between the congruent sides, right? So again, that would be this angle and this angle right here. So again, we could just compare the bigger number. 98 is bigger than 82, so that means KL, right? So we can say that KL is greater than LM. Right? Now this last one over here is going to be comparing YZ and UV. All right, so YZ is this one right here, and UV is this guy right here. So we have two congruent sides, right? This side is congruent to this side, and this side is congruent to this side. Now here we have the angle between the two congruent sides, right? But over here, as you can see, this angle is not between the two congruent sides, right? That would be this angle over here, which we don't know. Okay, so if it would have given us this angle right here, right, the angle that's between the two congruent sides, right, this angle right here, then we can compare it to this triangle over here. So we can't compare these two angles, right? So for this one, we could just write no conclusion.
So if you found the video helpful, definitely leave a thumbs up down below. And if you have any other questions or want to see any other examples, just let me know in the comment section below.